This comment always gets brought up, so I'm gonna do another shower tour because some things did get rearranged, but not too much. Of course, this wall always stays the same, my body scrubs. We have Tree Hut, Onyx, a little bit of Bellamore Body, and Find Your Happy Place. I put my Dove scrubs up there and Tree Hut's shave oil. In this corner is my hair care and the shower tools, silicone body scrubbers, and African neck cloths. The rest of my Bellamore body scrubs up here, and then I added, I just took a shower, so this water is now dripping on me. Philosophy up here, Find Your Happy Place up there, Tree Hut, Method Body, Dove, Native, Suave, and Olay.
Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about overconsumption, and we're starting with shower gels and body washes. This girl has what looks like hundreds of them in her shower. At this point, it's not a shower, it's a fully stocked beauty aisle. I honestly wouldn't even know which one to choose. You'd go in for a quick wash and spend 20 minutes deciding whether you want to smell like vanilla cupcake, tropical sunset, strawberry clouds, or midnight sparkle. And don't get me wrong, I love having a few nice options, but surely nobody needs this many open at once. Some of these could probably last until 2040. It is very satisfying to look at, though. Everything is colorful, organized, and lined up perfectly. But I'd be terrified one bottle would fall and cause a full shower gel avalanche. How many body washes do you have open at the moment? Be honest, because I feel like anything above 10 means you might be starting your own little shop. Let's get into the next video.
Come with me inside of my favorite room in my house. This is my walk-in closet that used to be a guest bedroom. I'm kind of a massive collector of many different things, but handbags are my absolute favorite. In recent months, I actually color coordinated all of these cabinets, and I'm always on the hunt. I collect vintage bags and new bags. A lot of people have asked if I get tired of any bags if I've had them for a while, and that actually hasn't happened yet. I started with collecting shoes when I was a kid, pretty much when I got my first paycheck. Then I worked in New York City, and I just became even more obsessed with fashion. But also when I was 3 years old, I asked Santa Claus for a pair of red party shoes. This has been going on a long time. I love whimsy. I love nostalgia, like the Y2K style. And I'm always traveling, and I especially love to purchase items when I am someplace new. Like I'll go to Louis Vuitton and pick up a bandeau. I always have that memory attached to the item. I think things should be fun. I don't decorate based on my age or anything like that. I decorate based on what genuinely brings me joy. Like the recent bag charm craze has been another thing to collect and another way to bring whimsy and color into my life. Also obsessed with makeup and fragrance. I have an overflow closet outside of this room, and I'm just always changing things up. I share a lot of this type of content, so if this is your thing, make sure you follow me for more.
Okay, this girl has a full room dedicated to everything Nashville style: cowboy boots, sparkly outfits, bag charms, handbags, makeup, perfume. Honestly, it looks like a boutique. There are boots in every color, enough bling to light up the whole room, and don't even get me started on the bags. And then we move on to the makeup and perfume collection. There is enough perfume here to smell different every day for the next 5 years. It all looks so pretty displayed together, but this is where overconsumption gets you. You buy one pair of cowboy boots, then suddenly you need them in pink, white, silver, glitter, and probably one pair just for walking around the house. I do love the Nashville theme, though. She has definitely committed to it. What do you think, dream room or just way too much stuff?
I used my own free will as an adult to have an at-home skincare store. When I first moved in, this closet was so fun. Friends and family would come over and I would literally create skincare routines for them. But it's gotten out of hand. I'm going to sort through this. I avoided doing this for months, and spoiler, it took me a whole month to complete it, but we started from the bottom. Day one, I did the bottom shelf, and I just sorted through this body care and skincare with what I wanted, what I didn't, and at the end, we're already done. Not so bad, right? I have my travel minis, my sheet masks, eye patches, and body care. And then we moved on to the next shelf where I completely cleared everything off and did the same thing. Sorted out what I didn't want, what I wanted, what I had duplicates of. Everything used to fall here, so now I got this to see what it can do. Worked beautifully and it was cheap. Here's what my bathroom floor was looking like. I needed to put these up so that I could use my bathroom. So after stocking the shelves, This is what we're working with now. So much better. I think I was like 26 weeks pregnant when I started this task, so there's gonna be a lot of outfit changes because I would do one task for 20 minutes and then get tired. But I worked shelf by shelf, day by day, pulling things off, putting them on the floor, sorting through them, dropping them, discovering my hoarding problems with Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. And I know what you're thinking. You're not gonna use all that skincare. I know, you're stating the obvious. The point is not to use all this skincare. It's to have options for my content and to create an experience for my loved ones. And it makes me happy. That should be enough. Recruited some help because my back was literally breaking. I know it looks like chaos, but it's not. I know where everything is and I know what I have. My husband keeps saying I'm doing too much, but I can't stop. It needs done. Also, the deeper I went, the more magic creams I found. I'm not keeping all of these, I promise. Okay, moment of silence because I did eventually finish and my skincare store is now stocked and organized for my next visitor. Reminder, this is what we started with, okay? And this is what we're ending with. Much better. And this is all of the giant bags of stuff that I'm going to give away, or I'm doing some major giveaways at my baby shower coming up soon. So if you were invited, bring a bag.
Okay, next we have skincare overconsumption. And when I say skincare, I mean she has enough products to open her own shop. There are shelves full of cleansers, toners, serums, moisturizers, face masks, eye creams. Honestly, I don't even know how she remembers what half of them are for. Some of these products probably do the exact same thing, just in a different bottle with nicer packaging. And that is how they get us. One says glow, another says brightening, and suddenly we think we need both. The problem is, skincare does expire, especially once it has been opened. There is no possible way one person could use all of this before some of it goes off. And imagine trying to choose your routine every night. I would be standing there for half an hour thinking, do I want hydration, glass skin, anti-aging, brightening, or all four? I completely understand enjoying skincare and trying new products, but this is definitely more collecting than actually using. Realistically, most people only need a good cleanser, moisturizer, SPF, and maybe 1 or 2 treatments that actually suit their skin, because sometimes using too many products can irritate your skin, and then you end up buying even more products to fix the irritation caused by the first products. But I have to admit, the display does look amazing. It is giving luxury skincare shop, just slightly worrying for the bank account.
You're requested a tour of my 80s, 90s and early 2000s toy collection, so here's a quick tour. Firstly, we've got McDonald's toys. This is Grimace and Birdie, and these are some of the fast food looking toys, so the McNuggets buddies, some of the transforming toys. Next, I've got some Hercules things and still a bit of space to grow on the shelf. Then we've got Pokemon and some gaming. These are the Poochie robot dogs and some micro babies and a Beyblade. And then I've got some of my smaller Polly Pockets. Some of these shelves are more eclectic, so there's some Forever Friends, this lovable bear, the Sylvanian family in the back there, and these are some Fairy Winkles. We've then got some Furbies. Not much on this shelf, just some Rugrats pieces and a SpongeBob. Then we've got Quints and Magic Diaper Babies, Hunchback of Notre Dame figures, another eclectic one here, some Garfield, some Disney figures, McDonald's toys, and then one of my favourite shelves, the Pocahontas shelf, and another Pocahontas shelf, ever growing of course. Got a few Lion King figures. Another favourite, some Bugs Life figures, stampers, mini koosh ball kind of thing. And then another mix, some Rugrats, Simpsons, and miscellaneous characters. Sweetie Pups, a Pocket Popple. In the back there's a Polly Pocket there, some Glow Friends, Snuggle Bum, Fairy Tale Bird in the back, and some little characters there. These are Pound Puppies, but there's some of the safari animals and the Pound Purry cats. We get to the littlest pet shop section, so some of these are the SeaWorld ones. Some more of the pets, horses. Then we've got cats and dogs. And then we've got some zoo animals and some of the ones in the small tanks like the hamsters and gerbil. And then you'll see slightly more 80s toys, so there's some Care Bears, My Little Ponies, Boglins, Keepers, Dreamers, more ponies, there's a Tamagotchi, just a mix of cute pink things really on that shelf. These are G2 My Little Ponies, a lot of them are the babies. I've got the Sea Pony, I've got quite a lot of these but they're really hard to display. This pet shop storage case, the Fairy Tales bird, Webkins, and then move on to the ponies section. So there's lots of G1 ponies here, the babies and the adult ponies. There's some really small G3s there, some McDonald's ones, and some from blind boxes. And the final row, I've got lots more ponies to add to this, but they all need cleaning and sorting out. So the final part of the main display is the top of my shelves. So we've got some vintage magazines and collector's guides, and this Polly Pocket castle, some VHS tapes and a Furby, more Polly Pocket, Barbie doll, some books, micro babies, glowworm, some dolls, Bugs Life inflatable bag, and some plushes. So as you may have noticed, I do have quite a lot of empty spaces since I've reorganised my collection. So what do you think I should buy to put in these?
Okay, last one, and this is 80s and 90s toy overconsumption. But honestly, I absolutely love this. Maybe I'm biased because I'm from the 90s, but this room is giving me such a flashback. Every shelf has something that makes me think, oh my God, I remember that. The Polly Pockets, My Little Ponies, Care Bears, and all the tiny little figures. This is basically childhood in one room. Normally, I'd be saying nobody needs this many toys, but I'm struggling to judge her because the nostalgia is getting to me. I'd probably spend hours looking through everything and telling stories about which ones I had as a child. It is definitely a massive collection, and I can only imagine how much money and time went into finding it all. But everything is displayed so neatly, and it genuinely looks like a little toy museum. So yes, technically, it might be overconsumption, but this one gets a pass from me because it is just too much fun. I'm getting the biggest 90s flashback looking at it. Hope you enjoyed the video and subscribe for weekly videos.